Because of a concert that I may or may not be going to, we don't know. Ticketmaster is being very weird right now. I've decided I should finally listen to BTS's discography. I know I haven't listened to all of One Direction's solo discography. I will get to that. I love Zayn. And I love Niall's second album, I guess. And I also haven't listened to the Luke Hemmings album. But honestly, BTS will always come first. BTS will always come first. And even though I have, in theory, listened to all of their music, like, when I just, like, put their music on shuffle, I hear the songs, I've never been able to, like, listen to and properly appreciate the songs. I haven't seen, like, most of the music videos. So I figured, because I may or may not be, knock on wood, my god, seeing them live, I should know their music. Obviously, come on. We're just gonna go album by album. They have like 16 albums, and I don't want to put out more than one of these videos a month, so I'm probably gonna film a lot of them in batches and then just release them month by month. So if you're watching one of these videos in like 2023, then you know why. But we're gonna get into it because I want to get into their discography. Their music is so good, but I feel like I don't have the time to like appreciate and actually feel the music because I don't know what they're saying, because I sadly do not know any Korean. I'm working on it though. That being said, for all of the songs that do not have music videos, I will be watching the lyric version of it. You know, the ones that have Hangul, the romanization, and English, those beautiful classic ones. Everybody who makes them are wonderful and lovely people. I love them. It is my #1 way to listen to BTS songs. But I also will be watching the music videos when there are some, and then afterwards watching the lyric videos, if that makes any sense. Basically, we're going to be learning the lyrics alongside listening to the music, because if I'm just listening and vibing with the song, I might be missing the entire point of the music. You know, Pied Piper, oof, does that song go so hard, but it is not about any vibey shit. And I feel like BTS does that a lot, so I don't want to like misconstrue any of their messages, so I'm going to actually like try and read the lyrics, try and get what they're about, so I can properly appreciate all of their writing and lyrical and vocal abilities, because Rap Monster did not do all of this work for us to just not appreciate his lyrics, okay? We're starting from the beginning of their discography. We're starting with Dark and Wild. I will probably miss some songs as I go throughout all these videos because they have a lot of like re-releases and bonus tracks and then like Japanese versions, which I will eventually get to. And they have a really big discography for only being like a band for like a couple of years. I know it's been like 8 years, 9 years, 2013. It's been like 8 years, but like they put out a lot of music. So whatever I miss, I'll figure it out eventually and we'll get to it later. But that's enough blah 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 blah. We're starting. BTS intro. What am I to you? We love these color-coded lyrics. Thank you so much. You know I love a violin. You know I love a violin.
Come here, I'm about to take you higher.
Damn. Whoa. Pause. I don't want to sing Danger yet. That was a really good song. I'm very biased. R.E.M. is not my bias because I am OT7 because I cannot make a decision. But I do love Namjoon with all my heart. So I'm very biased when it comes to his writing abilities. And I think that song was just really well written. It's very easy to be like, oh, haha, it's a very childish song. But like, he was a child when they wrote and released the song. This was 8 years ago. So he was like, what? He was like 19? 20? He was a teenager. So while the vibe of this song is very childish in the way he's talking about like relationships and like love, it feels authentic to who he was at the time, and the writing is regardless very good. But I feel like once again I'm still missing something because Namjoon, our polyglot king, has a wonderful way of writing puns that you need to know Korean and English to understand. Because he has that line where he was, I'm understand, and I don't get what that means, but I feel like there's a word in Korean that he's using a pun with that I need to understand to get what he's saying. So on my own time, I will like even look further into the lyrics and fully understand all of Namjoon's writing geniuses. But like, I really like that song. That song was good. But I don't think that BTS have bad songs, so a lot of these videos are just gonna be being like, wow, I love BTS. We're finally gonna watch the music video to Danger. They're gonna be so young in this. They're gonna be babies. JK was what, 14? Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I missed this old intro. Why did they have to get rid of it with the rebranding? Oh my god, I love this blonde hair. Oh, I forget how young Tae is as well. Cause like maybe in my mind and heart, JK is still, you know, as the Magne, he's just sort of like a baby. But Tae's face has completely changed from debut. Oh my god! I genuinely have never seen this, I'm so excited. This choreo is so fucking good. I'm absolutely in love with them. Look at Jim, and he's a baby. It's the fact that this is exactly how I dressed in middle school without having known of BTS really at all. I love this eyeliner. I love the idea that Big Hit was just took like these children and dressed them up like this, and they were like act hard, and they really tried their damnedest. Tae has like the strongest baby face ever though. Like he is a child. Those blonde cut bangs are interesting, a choice. I love that video. The choreo is just so sharp. The choreo for Danger is just so good. And they're also so young. And I want to take them seriously because they are acting in the music video, but my goodness, I cannot take them seriously when they're trying to look aggressive when they're like babies. That's a baby. Like sure, Tae is just like rawr, but like it's sort of the way of like when you see those clips of like a person holding like a child's like forehead and they're like running against them and just like swinging their hands. That's very much the vibe I'm getting from this. Like you're really trying and you really believe you're doing something, but you're just like a little baby. Now let's go listen and learn the lyrics because I gained nothing
Vietnamese flavor
like mentally from that video other than wow, beautiful. Oh, this song is so good and now I'm worried. I am worried that I'm gonna fall into my my Fall Out Boy syndrome with BTS in that I love their current music because I got into them in their current era, but I'm gonna listen to their older discography and be like, oh, this was better. That's what I worry about because this is so fucking good. This is so fucking good. I'm gonna knock on wood though because BTS makes across the board good music, but like I've said in many videos before, I love songs about petty relationship drama. I love songs where they're like, I hate my ex. I love it. I love it. It's so fun. And this is very much that. This song is so good. First of all, amazing writing. I'm assuming RM wrote it. Who's in the credits? Who's credited with the song? Is RM credited as a writer? I can't. It won't show me immediately, and I don't care enough to look it up. I'm gonna assume RM is credited as the writer because RM writes good music, and this is good music. I'm already sensing the theme of young, what's the word, tumultuous love. I live for that shit. I fucking live for that shit. This song was so good. This song was so good. The imagery, the lyrics were incredible. Basically just being like, why the fuck, what is this? Why are you fucking with me? I thought we were together, but you're like ghosting me. I'm hearing more from your friends than I do from you. Like, what the fuck is that? And I live for that petty shit. I live for that dramatic, emotional, like, petty drama. And this song is just so good, and I feel like I'm gonna get that from the rest of this album because I've already listened to War of Hormone like 1,000 times because that's one of my favorite songs. But speaking of War of Hormone, the next song, a lot of people are gonna say it's misogynistic. So what if it is? So what if it is? I think media is only bad if it is unknowingly doing harm to the people consuming it. Nobody's listening to War of Hormone being like, I'm going to take life lessons from this. Because most people who listen to BTS, especially their older music, are people my age with critical thinking skills. There's no children listening to this being like, I should now disrespect women. And even so, it's not even that disrespectful, okay? If War of Hormone is misogynistic, then I am misogynistic. Because that song is so fucking good. I love War of Hormone so much. But Danger, sorry, we're talking about Danger. Danger's so good. Danger's so good. The lyrics are amazing. The music video is amazing. The dance is incredible. The song is, the vocals. Can we talk about Jin's vocals? Absolutely incredible. I just really like the song, and I feel like I'm really gonna like their early eras compared to their current eras, even though the current eras are really good. I really want them to get back into petty love music, but I feel like they're all like pushing 30, so I would assume that they're emotionally over this time, but we're also gonna get Fake Love, and Fake Love is amazing. Maybe we'll get back to that. I just feel like all the current music now is all like really poppy pop music, which is fun and fine. And then there was B, which was like really sad. But it's all just because of the time. So maybe once we get back into the world in like a couple years, they'll come back with like another fun, like sort of breakup album. This is like the cusp of a breakup album. And I love that. Anyways, let's fucking watch more of Hormone again. I have seen this music video because I love this song so much. Fun fact about this, I was going through my Tumblr. Follow me on Tumblr, by the way. My Tumblrs are incredible. And sorry, we're gonna pause it because actually I want to really watch this. I love this music video. Sometime in 2015, I reblogged a meme about Tay in this music video that I didn't even know who he was at the time. It's like our paths were colliding before they really collided. But oh my god, I love this song. I love this video. They all look also incredible. This is my favorite era for everybody. They look so fucking good. The aesthetics are incredible. They all just look so fucking good. Honestly, this is my favorite era of them. I don't think they've ever looked any better than here right now in this music video. I'm also very biased for the emo like aesthetic that they all have going on, and it's amazing. Also, this dance. Saburia. Tay's voice. Not Buria. Jin is adorable. When will society recognize this song as the satirical masterpiece it is? Like, once you interpret this song as queer men emulating and parodying straight men's speech, this song reaches a galaxy-level brave. Like, this song is so much better than everybody talks about. The fact that they don't play it live because people bullied them into thinking the song was misogynistic pisses me the fuck off. Also, it's so much easier to accept potential misogyny, because I'm not saying that the song is misogynistic at all, because again, it is a parody of straight men. It's a lot easier to accept any potential misogyny when they look like this. It looks so good. Like, this is the aesthetic that I'm trying to reach every single day, and I never make it. I miss every single time. How am I supposed to have good self-confidence when this is the standard for emos? Absolutely fucking incredible. Also, I don't know if any of y'all have seen, what's it called? That series where they go to LA and they actually, like, learn about hip-hop from, like, actual black people. I forget what it's called. It's incredibly cringy and I hate watching it. But from that, you see how they are around women and the fact that they were just, like, so highly respectful to the point of being awkward, where they're like, I am looking with the utmost respect. I am speaking with the utmost respect. I am not doing anything, because they were just so uncomfortable. And do you think that those men are misogynistic? I rest my case. Anyways, let's look at the lyrics. I've already seen the lyrics. I've already listened to them and learned them 100 times because I love this song. And the fact that I will never see it live breaks my heart, honestly. I will admit, Girls Are Equations, Us Guys Just Do Them is, in theory, bad and misogynistic. But it's also super fucking funny, so I don't care. Also, who doesn't need this sort of song hyping up their ego? They're basically like, you YN are perfect. Thank you. That's all that I need. That's all my ego needs today, honestly, is listen to War of Hormone once a day to keep your ego nice and healthy. Also, like, the things that they're saying are just so ridiculous. You can't believe that this song isn't parody. But some people just took it a bit too seriously. Now we'll never be able to see it live. Also, we've moved on from this era, but still, they sometimes bring back old songs, but they will never bring back War of Hormone because people are upset with it, and I think that's stupid. And when will we as a society let that go? Like the mountains. Ugh. Anyways, absolutely fucking amazing song. I love that song. I will defend it with my life. That is a hill I will die on. Being a War of Hormone apologist, I guess, even though there's nothing to apologize for because that song is amazing. Anyways, hip hop lover. I love that song. Again, I love all their music. but I love that song. And it sort of emphasizes the fact that I've sort of subconsciously believed without really having the evidence to back it up because I haven't truly listened to Yoongi or Namjoon's solo music, but I think I prefer Yoongi's lyrics more usually than RM's. Not that either of them are bad, they're both amazing, but like Yoongi's verse in this goes really hard. But across the board, all three of them, the entire rap line is very good. Their rhythm is very good. It has versatility, but it's consistent and smooth and fun, and just, they're very good performers. They're very good. I don't know enough about rap to say that they're good rappers, but I think that they're good at what they're doing. And the song was just very sweet of them just being like, you know, this is why I love hip hop. I think that's great. I think that this song, if it came out at a different time, could have been, you know, a great moment of POC solidarity. I don't think we're there yet, but in our post-racial society, we will play this song. I also think it's very cute how this song sort of emulates a lot of hip-hop music, American hip-hop music, a lot that I have listened to, and I think what they're trying to get at is that thing that some hip-hop music does where there's like the verses, which are rap, and then there's the chorus, which has like usually women in the background just being like, hey, you know, just sort of hyping up the men who are rapping in the song. But in this, it's just, you know, it's just the vocal line and their high tenor voices. It's just JK and Jimin, and I think that's very funny. Like, we all love Namjoon, I get it. Next song, Let Me Know. Okay, JK ad-libs. Who's holding that high note? Is that Jin? Or is it just another JK anthem? Oh, I love that man. What a good song! What a good fucking song. This almost made me cry. Maybe because I'm just emotionally connected to BTS through trauma bonding. But anytime BTS really puts their heart on the line of like, fuck. This song is so sad. There's such like a sad, like desperate, desperate like pleading in this song. I love it. I live for it. I'm obsessed with it. It's so good. And this song, I think, is confirming my hunch that I prefer Hobie within the rap line, just in terms of vocal ability. I think because he's also, you know, like a singer and a rapper, whereas Yoongi and RM are very much against being singers. Even though they both have amazing voices, we don't hear them sing enough. But Hobie's just like rap. His rhythm is so smooth and his voice is just so beautiful, and I just love hearing Hobie rap. Love that man so much. Anyways, very good, very sad song. And I would have never known that if I never looked up the lyrics. This is why this is important. Rain, God. Again, what a good song. What a good song. I'm obsessed with this song. Okay. So many things to say. So many thoughts in my head. First of all, this song screams 2003. And if you know me, you know that's the highest compliment I can give. This song, there's just something about it. It reminds me of like old R&B songs, or it reminds me of like Pink in her early era. There's something about it. There's something in the melody, and it's just absolutely beautiful and gorgeous. And I love the rain sounds in the background. I love the vocals. I love the lyrics. The lyrics are incredible. This song is depression incarnate, and I'm obsessed with it. It truly is the embodiment of the depression. I'm obsessed. The metaphor of the rain. The going outside without an umbrella just because you're just so mentally ill and you want to feel something. I would like more, please. This song is so good. This song is so good. This song is incredible. Oh my god. The opening the fridge, even though you know it's gonna be empty, and it mirroring your emptiness back at you. Oh my god. His mind, incredible. And this song, at this point in the album, I feel like a lot of people don't take into account like the order of the songs when they're like putting out their album, because I will listen to a song top to bottom exactly in that order, because I feel like some people do care, and if you don't, then you should. But I feel like this album thought about it perfectly. There is a clear arc in this album. It starts with you in the relationship, feeling the vibe like it's gonna end, the right before it ends, when it ends, the please, what, let me know, and then this, the depression. It is a perfect, beautiful arc, and we're not even done. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this album. It is so good. This album's so good. This song is so... I love this song. I'm obsessed with this song. I'm obsessed with BTS, first of all. But I'm also obsessed with this. Also, the person who did the lyric video for this used their promo photos from Love Yourself Tear, which is also an amazing choice. I said I'd love the War of Hormone era the best, but I think I actually do love Yourself Tear a little bit more, because the concept is simply pretty boys crying. And whoever made that decision deserves a raise, because it is the best idea ever. It's just them in like beautiful, like muted blues and whites just crying. I love it. I love it. I don't know who figured out that that's what the market wanted, but they are correct. Anyway, Cypher Part 3. Killer. I love their ciphers. They will never get on it, but he's trying. So good. That cypher's so good. I never properly listened to a cypher because, you know, you gotta sit down, you gotta really look at the lyrics. I've been waiting for an opportunity like this to do so. Absolutely incredible. Of course, I already knew this. They're all incredible writers and rappers, but like, oh my god. I love the ego in this. I love the ego in this. I feel like they're way too humble, especially now that they are the biggest band in the world. They're way too humble. We need this energy. We need the, I'm actually better than you, so you better shut your fucking mouth before you speak to me. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. It's gonna take me a while to like properly learn this song. It just goes so fast and my brain is so slow, but I love it. And RM made a great point that a lot of like rappers who think that they're cool just sort of rap on one beat, one rhythm, but they give variety, as all good rappers should. And I love it, and I live for it, and just the cypher is amazing. Hobie did mention, or at least the translated version of the lyrics mentioned, that this is their 4th album. Did I accidentally start on their 4th album? Wikipedia told me that this was their 1st album. What album came before this? Let me just actually double check that, because I'm kind of worried, honestly. School Love Affair came first? Oh, Are You Late? Too Cool for School. I'm thinking in sort of a worried way of maybe I made a bit of an error. Fuck. Okay, well, this is the 4th video, I'm just realizing. This is the 4th album, I'm just realizing. So you will not be seeing this video first. I will, in fact, go back after I finish this album, because we're already in it. I will go back and listen to Too Cool for School. Thank you, Hobie, for including that line, otherwise I would have never realized that I was 4 albums ahead. I feel very silly. I feel very silly. We're gonna keep going, though. We got more songs to go, so let's just pretend like this isn't the 4th album. And, what are you doing?
Audiences love Dear Evan Hansen.
Audiences do not love Dear Evan Hansen. I love an interlude, you know. I love the little phone, like, beep at the end, because I was 100% just gonna say that sounds like a ringtone, or like a phone jingle, that I will now have to put on my phone, I guess. Cute. It was very simple. It was cute. I'm usually not a fan of an interlude, but it was short enough that was cute. It was fine. It was less than a minute. I don't care. Can you turn off your phone? That was so good. Oh, I'm gonna say this literally about every fucking song, but this song, so good. Once again, I need to give the utmost respect and props to Big Head, Bong PD, because their brain is on some X Games shit. JYP could fucking never. SM could fucking never. The amount of thought that went into this album is so evident and incredible. The fact that this song came right after their interlude that sounds like a phone call or a phone notification or some sort of phone jingle, and then there's this song which is so vivid with imagery about these two people fighting. They're hanging out for the first time in months, and one of them's on his phone like an asshole. I also hate that. I also hate that when you're like trying to hang out with your friend and they're just like on their phone. I came to see you. I came to hang out with you. I did not come to see your phone. Their mind, absolutely incredible. The arc of this album is beautiful, and I love it. But also, just love this song. It's incredible. They don't make bad songs, as I've said. But this song, beautiful, amazing, and I love it. Especially coming after that interlude. It was so good. What's the next song? Blanket Kick? That sounds like a bad translation, but... What a good song! Another amazing song. I know that the titles of these songs are just the direct English translations of what the Korean title is, but I feel like Blanket Kick, horrible title for this song. Because this song is so good, and Blanket Kick does not make it sound like as good of a song as it is. If you know me, you know that I love good lyrics and storytelling in music, and that's what BTS does perfectly. The stories, the stories that they tell in their lyrics are just so clear and beautiful, and I love it. I totally got the vibe and the message and the story of the song, and I relate, and I love it. And I love, once again, the arc of the album, the breakup, the post-breakup sadness, the depression, and now back into a new relationship. It's an arc, and I love it. I also feel like, and do not take this the wrong way, because I mean it as a compliment, that Blanket Kick sounds like a song that would be on like early 2010s Disney Channel or Nickelodeon. Like, it sounds like a really good pop song, but like a fully like family friendly, sweet bubblegum pop song, which is amazing and good because it shows versatility, especially if you come right after Cypher Part 3. It sounds nothing like Cypher Part 3, but it's still very good. That's called talent, that's called range. Very good song. Absolutely incredible. What's the next one? 24/7 equals heaven. Amazing. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely obsessed with that song. Once again, following the arc, the storyline of the album. Amazing, beautiful, incredible. I would go so far as to call this a concept album, because there's clearly one line of story that connects with the song. It goes in order. It's amazing and it's perfect. Once again, lyrics, as always, incredible. Tells a beautiful, wonderful, vivid story. Nobody else could do it like that. I truly do not think that BTS would be as good if their roots were not in hip-hop, because, like I said before, one of like the best parts of hip-hop and rap music is the storytelling aspect that they're able to do with music that I feel like a lot of genres, specifically pop music, just sort of like forgets about. They forget that, like, at its best, music is able to tell a story. But I feel like because RM and Yoongi, and I'm assuming also J-Hope, as sort of like the main writers of the group, we're going into this with that background in music. They know that they're like, oh, well, if we're writing music, we gotta tell a story. So all of their songs have a beautiful storytelling aspect to it. And it's amazing and it's wonderful, and I love it. I love it so much. Next song, Look Here.
Love it relax in the way, love it is about my rhyme. Baby, come on, take it there, come and show me what you got. You sexy girl.
This one might be my favorite. I know I say this. I know. I click pause. I click end song. And then I go, this song was amazing. Because it is. But this song, honestly, might be my favorite. Because it just gives so much. First of all, did you hear that harmony at the end? Absolutely incredible. Second of all, did you hear RM's verse? There's a reason he has a wife and 3 kids. that verse was so good. That verse was so good. Obsessed with it. I love that verse. It was... But again, the storytelling aspect of this song is beautiful, and it shows that maybe he is the problem. You know, you start the album at the beginning being like, what the fuck is up with this girl? Why does she keep playing these games with him? But then you see this song where he's like in the relationship, and he's texting her like 10 times and she's only texted back once. Maybe the problem was you, sir. But he doesn't think that. It's not in his mind. He's the protagonist. He's not the problem. But you, as the listener who has listened to this album, is like, maybe. It's just amazing, incredible storytelling, and BTS truly does not get enough credit for all that they do. The fact, I cannot go on a BTS deserves better rant, but I would. Also, the melody in that song was just so fun and different. Like, none of their other songs sound like that. It was like, it's a very 2013 pop sound. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's distinct. It's super fun. BTS has the range. Second grade. Now, I know what you think I'm going to say, but you would be wrong. Because while, yes, good song, it could have been a lot better. The song was okay. I feel like it just didn't really say anything. They were just sort of like, we're in our second year of doing this. And that was like literally it. There was nothing that they were saying. It's basically just people being like, hey, you should do this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, we're just kids. We're just in our second year, blah, 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 blah. There wasn't really much, they weren't giving much. And it got a bit repetitive with the chorus. The verses, I wish they were longer. The song's like 4 minutes for them to really not say much. That being said, I am going to say what I say when I talk about not English media. I don't want to say foreign media because it's not foreign to people in Korea. It might just be a language translation thing. I feel like when things get translated, they lose like at least 20% of its like original meaning and impact. That's why I get so impressed by BTS, is the fact that like I'm only really getting 80% of what they gave and it's still so good, meaning that like if I were to understand it firsthand, it would be absolutely incredible. But this song, it's just not that good. I feel like the melody's sort of blah, sort of whatever. The lyrics aren't that good, and I don't hate it. I don't think it's a bad song. There are definitely worse songs out there, but out of their album, out of all the songs that I've heard from them, this song just isn't it. But we've made it to the last one. We've made it to the outro. Outro, does that make sense? Oh, is it just the vocal line? You know what I'm gonna say. No, I cannot stress this enough. This album is fantastic. This song, already beautiful. We love the vocal line, of course. But the lyrics, beautiful, amazing. And it's the perfect outro for this album. Because like I've said, there is an arch. There is an arch. This album is the perfect argument for why I listen to albums in order, because if you just listened to it like all out of order, you would not understand the arch of the story throughout the album. It is incredible. The fact that the first song starts with like this tumultuous relationship where he's just like, what's going on? Are we going to break up? Why are you ghosting me like this? And then it's the breakup, then it's the depression post-breakup, then it's the meeting somebody new, it's the getting into a relationship with them, and then it ends with this song where it's like, something's changed. What's going on? And it's the start of the re-breakup. So that if you listen to it on loop, the story continues. It is a circular story. It is incredible. What's his name? Quentin Tarantino? He could fucking never. He wishes he could tell a story as good as this. This album is incredible. Like, I feel like, not to say any of the songs are bad, because, again, every song on this album is very good. The album itself is what needs to be appreciated here, because I was gonna say that there's no standout songs. War of Hormone and Danger. There are like standout songs that are like amazing and beautiful and wonderful and that you can just listen to on their own, but like, I cannot stress enough that you need to listen to this entire album, top to bottom. It tells a story, and it's so good. It's so good. I cannot stress enough that this is amazing. The way that they crafted this whole album and put these specific songs in order to basically hit every beat of a relationship. Amazing. So that no matter what point of a relationship you're at, there was a song on here that you can relate to. It's so good. It's so good. And then what you realize is that maybe he's the problem. I know I mentioned this with Look Here, but like this song really emphasizes that he might be the problem. It's like he's the one, he's sort of the consistent thing in this relationship where he's like texting this girl and she's not responding. I'm like, maybe you're coming on a bit too strong, dude. Maybe you're just getting into these relationships and being like, oh my god, I'm in love with you. Maybe you need to calm down. But he doesn't realize that because he's so desperately in love with her that he just keeps trying to get into new relationships to distract himself from the rain and the pain and the empty fridges. It's the storytelling for me in my mind. Incredible. When will BTS and Halsey collab on a concept album? That? I think it would kill me. Honestly, Halsey does amazing concept albums. I just watched If I Can't Have Love, I Want Power. Absolutely one of my favorite albums ever. This album, though, this album has those same, like, creative strengths. And it's just amazing, and I love this album so much. Low-key mad it's not their first album. Low-key mad I'm gonna have to go back and do 3 more albums because I really wanted to listen to it in order, but it's okay. They have a bunch of albums after this that I will listen to after this. Here's what happens when you don't read the Wikipedia page close enough. But absolutely fantastic fucking album. I am so blown away by the way that they were able to craft this album. It's BTS, so like obviously, but like also, I don't think it's just, this is a thing that many people care about anymore. Is like creating an album that like connects all the songs together. I've never seen somebody do it just so beautifully and so like clearly. I know in my mind that like Badlands is a concept album, but I don't like listen to it and like think of it that way. You know, you can't, I don't, at least in my mind, listen to it top to bottom and see a clear storyline. Like I understand in theory that it is all connected, but like this was so clearly all of them connected in that order. It was just very well done, a very amazing album, and I love BTS, and this is why they're the best band in the world. Very excited to listen to their actual first album. And there will probably be 10, 15 or so videos after this one in the series. So let me know what you thought about the album. Oh my god, let me know what you thought about the album. What's your favorite song on this album? Obviously mine is more of Hormone because it's the best song. But are you also blown away by this album's ability to tell a story? Are you also blown away by RM's writing abilities? Because I am, always. Let me know what you think. But until then, I'm gonna go listen to more BTS music. Maybe, actually, their first album this time. I can't believe no more dream, you dumbass. Of course. Dummy, big dumb dummy.